it's Don Faast, and this time I have a message that you will love. This message is about the inner voice. How do you, in fact, learn to recognize, first of all, how do you recognize when the voice is speaking to you? And then secondly, how do you trap it, or how do you get it written down so that when that voice speaks, you don't ignore it, you get it so that you can refer to it later after the voice has left talking to you. So how do you recognize it? How do you trap it? That is, how do you record it so that you have it? It's like a dream. You know, you wake up and you write the dream down. You can't write it down 10 years later because it's gone. How do you get it into writing or some form so that you can refer to it? After recognizing it, you have to trap it, and then thirdly, you have to go do it. So the point is, do you have the desire to change your life? If you don't, and you're happy with the misery that you live in, if you do live in misery, then you're okay, no worries. But if you have the desire, which most people do, for a greater, in my case, an extraordinary life, how do you recognize the messages? Okay, here's the way you do it. First of all, you absolutely have to make an internal decision to open to it, and in fact, you surrender your whole being to the universe or to God or whatever, and you say, okay, God, you start flooding me and I'll listen. Now, if in fact you don't mean that and you're lying, then the angels or the word that comes to you will come along and say, oh, I see Sarah, Sally, John is not ready. Maybe I'll come back next year and hope to God they're ready. So, but if you are ready, the messages will flood you, and they'll be very, very clear. If you're supposed to open up a chain of pizza restaurants or whatever, if you're supposed to be a doctor or a nurse, or it doesn't matter, those messages will clearly flood your being if you're serious and you're really open and you intend to do something. So the attitude is, first, be open. After that, then you listen, and you're going to be ready, and you're going to train yourself over time to recognize the message. Then, after you recognize the message and it's clear, you need to trap that message either on your cell phone, but you have to do it when it comes. You can't do it 10 minutes or an hour later. You must do it when the message comes, because if the messages come and you don't have the guts or the desire to trap them and go do them, guess what? Then the little angel that was talking to you or whatever will say, I think I should visit this person maybe next year when they're ready. So you will lose out. So recognize them, write them down, put them on your cell phone, and thirdly, go do it. Don Faast, daring you to live an extraordinary life.